What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Hyliion, and first I want to acknowledge everyone who is currently still holding on to Hyliion stock. It shows that the community is very strong and people are willing to put their money where their mouth is. Now, this article gives a breakdown on who is investing in Hyliion stock even now at $5.27. So this picture right here gives a breakdown, and on the very right you see that the general public is now holding 37%. This is good news because people like you and I that are outside of the company are holding on to the shares, and it shows that people, the everyday Joe on the street, believes in this company. Insiders are 27.5%, but of course people who work for the company, they have the option of owning shares rather than getting salary compensation or maybe a split between the two. And institutions, which hold 25.3 shares, they are what we would consider the whales, right? So they can sell at any time. They have an incentive to hold, but they can still sell if they want to. So it's good to know that 37% of everyone who holds Hyliion shares are people like you and I. Now let's go to the Hyliion graph, because I have some new insight into the stock as to why I believe that we're probably coming close to a bottom. So let's type in Hyliion so we can bring up the stock chart. So as you can see, throughout the past year, we've been downtrending, and given that we had 4 earnings, let's say that earnings are like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it doesn't really matter if they have earnings. And in fact, I believe we beat all 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. The company's not profitable still, but it doesn't matter if the earnings come out, the stock still drops. So we can't depend on the next earnings to dictate whether or not the stock is going to reverse. But there's a new reason why I believe that we may be coming close to a bottom. If you were to look at this chart, we're seeing a massive drop off right here starting from November, and it starts to level off in December, and currently we're dropping off again. Now, the reason for this second drop off right here is because the whole market is dropping, right? You have stocks like Microsoft, Google, Facebook. All of the big names are currently dropping, but they're pricing in the interest rates that are going to rise in the future right now. So I believe all of the pricing in is going to happen within the next week, and all of these stocks are going to find their bottom. Maybe even not, maybe the next 2 trading days is when it's going to be priced in. So if we may see $5, that was my prediction before. I believe that that's still going to happen, but I believe that's when the bleeding is going to stop, and it's going to trade sideways. I'm not saying it's going to go up. In fact, you've seen that earnings is not going to bring it up until the company starts to get profitable. So we can at least hope that it's going to trade sideways based off of technicals. So it's hard to say, whether you should buy or sell. But if you do hold, I've said this in my other video, you will be holding for a very long time. I'm not those YouTubers who, will give you, hey, it's going to 10x, 20x. That's what they sold you guys before, and that's probably why a lot of people bought it in the first place. But as you can see here, it's still a very new company. It still has high potential. So if you just hold on and you wait, you have 5 years, and that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. Then you'll be able to at least get your money back. But again, Hyliion, is a good company. I don't see anything bad in it. It's just too early. If you did invest over here, you just invested too early. And I remember it reaching $53 and being like, man, like something doesn't seem right here. It's a stock that just IPO'd. Why is it up at $50? But we learned our lessons, guys, and I do believe Hyliion is going to do well in the future. It's good to know that people like you and I are putting money into the stock, and we believe in the company. So I hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.